Hello and welcome. I'm Natalie Saunderson and this is Conscious Female Brands. And Conscious Female Brands is really a collective of contractors and professionals who have gathered together using their skill sets to really support women in business on both a personal and a professional level. And one thing I wanted to talk today about is how hand in hand building your businesses almost synchronistically going to reflect the personal growth that you do in your life. And I've noticed that especially for women, they only seem able to access a certain part of themselves and a certain part of their success or potential success until they start to unpack and address any of the limiting beliefs or any of the programming or the conditioning or the energy that women have in the workplace. And this is a really big topic because regardless of the industry that you might be in, it's in general taken several decades, if not centuries, to have women be embraced and welcomed into certain workplaces. And because of this, there are still to this day many dynamics that may arise around what people have to offer, who's respected and for what reasons, how people are paid differently. And this is just a reality that we still are working through. Now, that doesn't mean to say that we want to continue to keep our focus there. What I suggest with Conscious Female Brands is to really create a business that allows you to show up and really shine for the skills and the services that you offer. This is not a competition with anybody. It's not even a competition with yourself. It's really about tapping into that part of you that is here to create and offer services, skills, products, information, knowledge, and remove any of the resistance to be able to show up and do that with confidence. And as we look at the journey of women really stepping forward and feeling comfortable talking about what they do, there's often parts of this journey that are going to take you towards your own self-worth, your relationship to money and taking, an exchange for what you do. It's likely going to challenge your idea of what success would look like in your world. What would your world look like if it was a lot more abundant? How would you feel? What would you worry about? Does that feel attractive? Or is there anything in you that wonders, a more abundant version of you? What does that look like? And so part of this journey around personal development being essential, like the soil of your business, is because there's very little purpose to creating a business that doesn't come from a place that you love. If you're going to create a business and it's based on ideas or techniques that you don't really feel at all aligned with or that they resonate for you, it's creating more of a distance between you fully showing up for that business. And it doesn't mean that you're always selling things that are super personal. It's not always about providing services on a person-to-person level. But if you don't feel really clear and open about what you do for work, and if you can't talk about it in a way that is, unapologetic and you're not reserved around sharing what you do, then there is likely parts of yourself that when we do this unpacking, that still doesn't fully embrace your value and your worth in this particular role. And so as far as you want to take this, your personal development is, in my eyes, a lifelong process. But when you really get behind and start to understand that there's a lot of growth that happens in business, there's a lot of growth and revelations that you will likely discover as you move towards building a more expanded version of your business, a more successful version of your business, and also what that means for you as a person. For you as a person who's ready to show up a little bit differently, to have different conversations with people, and to potentially charge and create larger arenas for bigger events and more impact to happen in what you do in the world. So I would love to connect if anybody would love to have a connection call. This is a really big topic and one very close to my heart around what it is that each of us needs to unpack in order to create a really thriving business that we love and that is growing and expanding naturally. If you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button and I'll see you in the next video.